I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, I'm Holly Shore. I am the Executive Director of Goodwill Industries of Monocacy Valley, serving Frederick and Carroll County, and you are watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, yes. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Friday, October 11th, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Boy, we got a great show for you today for this Friday. We've got Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMDs Morning News Express joining us. We're going to go over what's happening in Frederick with calendar events for this weekend and the upcoming week. I've got Walker Michele Payton from Pulling for Veterans. They're talking about the hurricane relief collection they're doing, a huge one this weekend. They're taking another loads down on next Friday. We've got Chiro Corner, Straight Talk with Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. And I chat with Kevin and Nate from Fresh Squeezed Please, great lemonade. And finally, Alex Mercado from Escape This and Lvlup VR. Mama Cone, Ash, Shannon, and Tara all did Lvlup the other night, and it was a blast. I can't wait to show you guys all about it and tell you guys all about it. All right, you see here, when you buy the merch, there is a local organization that benefits, and that's the Good Morning Frederick merch. Oh my gosh, I got to show you. Oh, I thought, yeah, I do. I have one right here. I'll do it when my screen is a little bit bigger. Anyway, we got new stuff in, and we got fleece, long sleeve tees, beanies, and I've got the Christmas ornament. Just picked it up yesterday. It is stinking adorable. It is a metal, ugly Christmas sweater with the Good Morning Frederick. I know my ring light is reflecting. There you go. It is so cute. It is metal. It is so nice. We're going to have those in store this weekend for you. So you buy the stuff, and local kids here in Frederick make out with Christmas Cash for Kids, because that's where we're donating the proceeds from all of our sales. All right, subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, if you haven't already, and ask a friend or two to subscribe. We want to welcome all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much. And if you're wondering and you're stopping by here and you're like, hey, what the heck is this all about? Well, it is about Frederick County, Maryland. Everything, the people, the events, the community, the businesses, it's all happening right here. And right now we're at 1,021 subscribers, and we'll do another big giveaway when we reach 1,500 subscribers. So not that far to go, right? We can do it. All right. Don't forget about the podcast. If you're in your car, you want to listen, search for Good Morning Frederick, where you get your downloads, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, and other platforms. We should be available. And if we're not, let me know, and I will see what I can do about it. All right. Let's go ahead and get this Friday rolling, because we got a lot of great stuff to talk about today. A huge shout out and thank you to our show sponsor, We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or somewhere around the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make that process easier. That's what you want when you move. You want something to relieve some of the stress, not add to it. Well, I can tell you, the team at We Help You Move will take good care of you, and your stuff will be in great hands. They are also helping with this Pulling for Veterans hurricane relief. providing some of the help and the trucks and the boxes, all that great stuff. And we're going to talk more about that in the show. If someone's asking on social media, hey, do you recommend a mover? You can say Danny recommends, we help you move. I've used them and 100% recommend them for your next move. All right. I know, I think, oh, yeah, we got Bob here. We can get started with Bob, and then Chris will join in just a moment. Good morning.
Well, good morning. Hang on a second. I need to take a sip of my coffee for just a second.
Yeah, I like it.
There we go. Right there. Good morning,
Good
Frederick.
product placement.
Yeah, thank you.
Very subtle.
That's what you pay me for, right?
That's right.
This is why we make the big bucks here.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that into shape hairstyles of men over 60.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm getting my hair done today because you can't tell, but it's the grays are overpowering. I gotta erase them. You know,
do guys color? The guys don't color their hair anymore, do they, or do they? I don't know.
Some do, but yeah,
I don't. And I mean,
you don't have a lot of gray.
I don't. It is starting to come in though. I'm looking. I can't ever remember which way to turn my head. And it's like, you know, I'm starting to see some speckles. And, you know,
Chris,
it'll
happen
about
eventually. Gray hair.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have to worry about that because I have no hair.
Yeah.
That beard is a little sparkly, though.
That's because I let it grow long, but if I trim it like I should, you wouldn't see any grays in there. But yeah, it's very depressing. It really is. I like to say that I just came in from a snowstorm and it's snow, but obviously I can't say that. So. You know.
Yeah, good morning, I'm glad you don't see any gray in my goatee either.
Yeah. It is funny. That is kind of the first place it always pops out, isn't it? That's right. So funny.
Yeah. It's well.
Bob's a good-looking guy, man.
Let's just move on, please. There's lots. Danny's got lots to talk about today. Lots to talk about.
There is lots to talk. Well, first, let's just update. How is Florida? What is happening?
You know, of course, obviously more loss of life, which we don't like. We heard that we played the clip on the show of Governor DeSantis talking about if you're planning on being not such a good person and trying to loot, you will get caught. We will not accept that kind of stuff. He's employed 500 additional police officers in the areas from other parts of the country to make sure that people don't loot. And I love that. I mean, you know, when people are at their worst, down and out, and you've got people who want to take advantage of that by stealing from them, I got no love for them whatsoever.
No love for them at all.
None whatsoever. I'm heading over. My wife has where she works is off today, and so we're heading over to the house that we have over in Apollo Beach. Hopefully, we can get to it. My neighbor said it was the house was fine. But there's lots of debris. So we're bringing the rakes and the shovels and the trash cans and the brooms and everything to check that out. But, lots of people still without power in this region. And cleanup is starting. But, and we did a story this morning where there are people out there who believe this is a government thing, that the government is manipulating the weather, that they sent it over from Mexico. And I'm like, I got to agree with Joe Biden when he says that's ridiculous. It's stupid. We got to stop it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I hear it. And I hear a lot of that stuff too. But, I don't know. You just got to let it lie and just do what needs to be done, which is right now taking care of those people who are affected.
Right. And I think it's all, so they can put big high voltage power lines through Frederick.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Trying to do a quick segue. Yeah. Isn't it funny, Chris and Danny, that they had a big 4-hour meeting about this, and the big company that's, in on all this is too busy to show up. I think that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Too busy to show up for this kind of a meeting, which is going to affect us. I think they just already know what's in the bag. And you little, peons in Frederick and Howard County, we don't care about you because it's going to happen. Yeah. Get over it.
we know that they don't care about the community anyway. They just care about their money they're going to be making. But it just shows right there by not showing up to these meetings. They don't care about our community. They don't care what people have to say. And Bob said this on air, and I've said it too. We haven't met one resident who is for this. I'm sure there's a few out there, but we haven't met any. And you, like I do, Danny, talk to a lot of people in the community. Have you seen anybody or heard from anybody that's for this project?
No, not at all. But that's the thing that, you know what, they're just going to jam it down. They're going to make it happen. It's going to be handshakes and, backroom deals. And the reason they're not showing up is because there's nothing that's going to change, right?
Well, they're
not
afraid
going
to
to change the trajectory.
They're afraid the residents are going to tell them what's on their mind, and they're not going to have an answer for it. Look, it's benefiting Northern Virginia, as me and Bob stated on air, and we had other people state on air. It's not even benefiting us. What good is it for us? How's it helping us? All it's doing is de-beautifying beautiful Frederick County, where you have the view of the mountains and the farms. That's all it's doing.
Yeah.
Well, I think that if this was going through Montgomery County or Prince George's County, it'd be a different story, but it's not. And I believe that there's a lot of people down in Annapolis who look at us and just go, still look at us as a bunch of hayseed hillbilly hicks. And, who cares? We'll just run roughshod over those guys. They can't figure it out.
Yeah, calling me a hillbilly hick as I wear my Brooklyn Nets jersey and my New York Islanders hat. Nerve of those people. Come on now.
You're pulling out all the stops now, aren't you?
I am.
You got the whole wardrobe going.
I do, mismatching and everything. But we'd love to know your opinion as we have our text line at WFMD. Danny has it over here too. Please text, let us know what's your opinion. What do you think about it? We really value your opinions. That's why we do this, for the community.
Yeah, I mean, at least we'll give you a voice, and
Big
who
voice.
knows? I mean, you can't stop fighting. You never know what can happen. You got to try to go through all the channels, but it'll be disappointing if they just continue not to listen to local constituents.
Absolutely.
All right, Chris, what do we got happening in the news?
So for the first news story, we want you to head to WFMD.com to look at this individual's picture, because it's very important. Hagerstown police are looking for a suspect in a sexual assault. Luis Fernando Parada, 26, is wanted on several felony charges, including first-degree rape and first-degree assault in connection with the rapes of 2 girls. Police say that Parada is believed to be homeless and staying in the Hagerstown area. If anyone sees Parada, they're asked to call 911. If you have any information on Parada, you can contact Detective Vogel with the Hagerstown Police at DVOGEL. That's D Vogel at HagerstownPD.org. Again, if you can't,
let me see. I'm gonna try something I've never done while you guys were on. Let me see what happens when I.
Because I think I sent you an email.
Look at that, man! Look at her. She's like a wizard.
She's amazing, isn't she?
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
I can add stuff to the screen while we're talking.
Wow.
There you go. So that's the guy.
You know what? We give you that. There you go.
There you go. Well, there he is. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
There's the winner right there. Now, of course, he's innocent until proven guilty.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Yes, he is. All right. Oh, God.
We lost Chris, though. That's no big deal. That's not a big worry, not a big deal. Somebody probably walked in and said, "Oh, hey, there's donuts." I'll tell you what we could do. Hang on a second. Let's see. The Chris, he said, no, okay, never mind. Let me give you some sports until Chris.
He's
back. He's back. But so you know what's going to happen. He's going to go, well, I'll go back to reading that first story in case nobody ever heard it.
I thought that guy we were looking for walked in the room and he was tackling him.
Yeah.
I would make sure the camera's on so people see that. No, but that's great, Danny. I'm glad you got that, because it's a very serious thing.
Yeah.
And he's still out and about. And if you see this individual, that's why we put his picture on there. Please contact, call 911 right away to get him behind bars. Looking at other news, one person was taken to Frederick Health Hospital early Thursday morning following a stabbing. Frederick police say at around 5:40 a.m., officers responded to the 500 block of East Church Street and located a victim who had minor injuries to the hand. Authorities say this was an isolated incident involving a known individual. Detectives say that based on closed-circuit TV footage from the area, they do not believe the victim's injuries resulted from a stabbing. Instead, they may have come from an altercation over a window air conditioning unit with another person. We know how important those window ACs are. So, and if you have a window AC, and you want air conditioning, you can call my friends over at Tim Kyle Electric and Heating and Cooling. They'll hook you up. There you go.
There you go.
Little free plug for them. The Carroll County Sheriff's Office charged an adult and a juvenile following a traffic stop on Wednesday afternoon. Deshaun Malik Lewis, 19, from Hampstead, and a 15-year-old boy, yes, I said it, 15-year-old boy, also from Hampstead, were taken into custody on weapons offenses. Just before 2 p.m., deputies conducted the stop on West Baltimore Street in 20town after they noticed a gray Dodge Durango had suspended registration and inoperable brake light. Lewis was the driver and the teenager was the passenger, and both were ordered out of the car so a canine scan could be done. As the youth was getting up, a handgun was found on the passenger seat. And taking a look at weather today, it's let me see if I can say sunshine on my shoulders. Okay, I don't sound as good as John Denver, but we'll have sunshine, high of 71 tonight, clear sky, low 49. And taking a look at your weekend forecast, tomorrow Saturday will be mainly sunny, except for a few afternoon clouds, high 78, low 51. Sunday, a few clouds from time to time, high around 75, I believe, low of 57. And that is your weather for today, Bob, with sports.
Thank you, Chris. Good news, Michaels. I got good news. If you're a Brunswick fan, man, you had the game of the week heard on WFMD last night, and they played on Thursday. Brunswick threw 3 touchdowns. They had 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. The final touchdown came in the last 36 seconds of the game, giving the Railroaders a huge win over Walkersville's Lions, 27-26. Linganore is just as good as they always are, 49-14 over Frederick. Brady Matthews, county's leading rusher, over 200 yards and over 1,000 yards in rushing, and go along with 2 more touchdowns, 16 overall on the season. Britton Poffenberger threw for 4 touchdown passes. Middletown hammered Catoctin by a score of 43-6. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's Middletown and Linganore, going to be a heck of a game next week. Urbana blanks Tuscarora 30-zip. Oakdale over TJ 54-21. In field hockey, it was Oakdale over TJ 9-0. Reese Ryman piled up 5 goals in that lopsided win. And, of course, we all know that the Yankees beat the Kansas City Royals to move on to American League Championship Series. And the Cleveland Guardians forced a decisive game against the Tigers in their American League Division Series with a 5-4 win on Thursday. And Thursday Night Football, Brock Purdy, 18 of 28, 255 yards, 3 touchdowns, no INTs. 49ers hang on to beat the Seahawks 36-24.
Well, there you go.
It's in a nutshell. Hey, real quick, got a question for you.
Yeah.
So we have an avocado tree, right? And when the hurricane came through, knocked a bunch of them off. Mm-hmm. I even had a neighbor said that he was out in the middle of the night and he picked up a bunch. I took him over some because we just picked them up, put them in a big tub. I mean, a tub is like, that big and about that high. We had them full. And we still have probably 60 to 70 more avocados ready to go.
Oh, so I love avocados.
Anybody who asked for one, we walked around, I drove around, I'm like, hey, anybody want avocados? And then I put a thing and we put the tub and we just set it down there. And I told people. So last night, the tub was probably, that full of the tub. I mean, there was probably 35, 40 avocados in there after we had given some away. Somebody took them all. Took them all. So I don't. Well, they left the tub. They just took the avocados, which is what we were giving them away. But somebody had to take them all. And I'm just wondering, cool or not cool? I mean.
Well, now you're not for sure because you don't have a camera situated out there. Right?
I did have a camera out there, but I could not catch them. So, I mean, we got back from walking the dog around 7:45 at night, sometime between 7:45 and 9:45 when I took the dog out to walk to go to the bathroom. that in that 2 hours they were gone. And I looked at my camera and I saw nothing. So I don't know if I got a really bad camera that didn't pick it up, or they were,
really
you know,
fast
stealthy.
person.
Right.
Now, Bob, do we know for sure if Meatball didn't get up and take those avocados and sell them for some extra money? Because your dog is not just any dog. He's a very intelligent dog. So, you know.
He is. But
He's
I mean,
out there,
again,
he's out back whipping up some guacamole right now.
Again, they were there for people to take. I just think that somebody took them all, you know, and I'm like, okay, that's not cool. I mean, we have people, because it's easy for people to get, and I mean, even my neighbors, it's like, hey, stop picking avocados off the tree. They're not yours.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh, yeah. I've had people who came up to my door and go, hey, we're here to pick some avocados off your tree. And I'm like, no, you're not.
What?
Yes. People believe that it's just because they can reach it. It's for free and it's all theirs.
You got to put price tags on the trees themselves. Hang price tags.
Right.
Put a sign that says you are being watched and we will shoot you or something.
You're being watched. My camera
Bob,
doesn't really record, but it will. It will.
You need a wall. Maybe you need a wall. See?
Yeah, I don't think that's cool when there is like the honor system for, you know, we have them out here, the vegetable stands, the eggs, all that sort of stuff. You just, I mean, thankfully it isn't a majority, but still it's annoying. Yeah.
I mean, they're there and we knew people were going to take them. I just think one person took them all, and I know you can freeze them. So, you know, I just seemed to me like it was a little bit uncool to do that.
That is not cool.
Close to where I live, when I head home every day from work on 194, there's an Amish farm not too far from where I live, and they have fresh cut flowers out there that I'm assuming obviously they grow, and they do the honor system where you go in there, put money in there, and you take the flowers. And a lot of people do it in this area, and I think the majority of people in our area are honest, and they only take what they purchase, which is a great thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, when you've worked events as long as I have, you kind of see the worst of most people, and then you have to just remind yourself, this is not everybody. It's not everybody everywhere.
When you're at the fair and you've got something that looks like this, or you've got something that, and you know, like we had a bunch of little tchotchkes that weren't even our name on it and stuff, and people were like grabbing them. I'm like, or then the people are like, oh, can I have a piece of candy? And then they just reach in and they grab a bunch, and I'm like, it's candy. Really? Yeah. It's just like they all of a sudden they become a juvenile delinquent or something. I have no idea. But
there is something that happens in people's brain when there's free stuff or they think it's free stuff out. Yeah, I've had people just walk up to try to take stuff off, and I'm like, hey, hang on. That's not free.
By the way, in my defense, Danny, with those Good Morning Frederick cups, I only brought the 3 you gave me home just to make sure nobody here takes them. And I just forgot to give it to Bob. So just let you know they're still at my house, okay?
But don't worry. I got it taken care of.
They're great. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, they are absolutely great cups. So if you definitely go and purchase them, you'll get your money's worth, because I'm enjoying my 3 or 4 that I have at home. Just saying.
Oh, gracious. All right. Well, gentlemen, you have a wonderful weekend. I will see you back here on Tuesday. Have a great
See ya. Good morning, Frederick.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to go over what's happening in Frederick. Plus, we got Nick and Michelle from Pulling for Veterans. We've got Chiropractic Corner, Chiro Corner, Straight Talk with Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. We got Kevin and Nate from Fresh Squeeze Please, and Alex from Escape This and Lvlup VR. All of that is coming up just after this.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shattered family beyond compare.
Join Hartley House on October 18th and 19th for 2 incredible events. Get your tickets for Cocktails and Carbs on Friday the 18th from 6 until 9 and plan to attend Walk a Mile in Their Shoes on the 19th at 10 a.m. in Baker Park. Your participation will help to end intimate partner violence. Details at hartleyhouse.org.
All right, now let's talk about what else is happening in Frederick. All right. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. They got wood floors, luxury vinyl plank. Pretty much, if you find it somewhere, they'll get it and they'll put it on your floors with an installation process that is so easy for you. They're quick, they're clean. They'll make sure it doesn't look like they've ever been there except for these gorgeous new floors. Also, if you have existing wood floors, like ours in our townhouse started to turn, I think it was that butterscotch, and it just got really orangey and we didn't like them. So you can get those refinished and they're happy to come in and do that too and put on a new color stain. Oh, it could be gorgeous. You could have gorgeous floors by the holidays. All you got to do is call 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. Schedule a consultation. Call, ask for my brother Jeff. He'll come out. He'll take good care of you. All right, let's talk about what is happening. Again, ongoing efforts for the hurricane relief. The biggest one, and one that has the most drops right now, is Pulling for Veterans. They have, I think, 13 places, they'll tell us in the upcoming interview we've got with them, which will happen right after this. But they are collecting at the Frederick Fairgrounds, Building 14A. They're there all weekend. I believe they're staging there actually until they leave next Friday. So up through Thursday of next week, I think you'll be able to drop stuff off there. They're also collecting at a lot of local places. You can check their Facebook page for that. Orioles Nest, in conjunction with Pulling for Veterans, is also doing a big collection this weekend. They're actually doing a parking lot barbecue Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. until probably dinner time, 6 p.m. or something like that. But stop by, get some amazing food, drop off a donation, and Paul and his team will be driving down as well to North Carolina on Friday. So if you want to drop stuff off there, you can. And also, WFMD is staging at the American Legion on Taney Avenue from noon until 6 p.m. tomorrow, doing a huge push and drive for donations. So certainly on the Pulling for Veterans Facebook page, you can find a full list of items needed. Sometimes you see it changing because the needs are changing. You know, they're getting influx of stuff from all over the U.S., which is awesome. But some of the things that are needed are things like cold weather gear. Like you can actually send gently used outerwear, coats, jackets, that sort of thing. Everything else should be new, like wool socks. And, you know, if you have a pop-up shelter or tent or any sleeping bags, things like that. So check the Pulling for Veterans Facebook page for all the details. They will continue to keep us updated on what is needed throughout the week before they leave on Friday. All right. Today, Friday, October 11th, you got Fall Fest at Catoctin Furnace. You got Fridays at the Fountain at Monocacy Brewing from 5 to 8. And then from 6:30 to 10, the 72 Film Fest, which is a really cool event happening at the Weinberg. You get to see everything in action, which I love about that. Saturday, October 12th, tomorrow. Again, Color Fest is also Sunday. So don't go to Thermont if you don't want to go to Color Fest. It will be inundated with people this weekend, especially because the weather's going to be nice. And we wish everyone out there a great Color Fest. For some people, they probably make most of their money on Saturday, Sunday if it's nice out. Again, Orioles Nest, the barbecues on both days. So both days you can stop by. They're going to receive donations and be cooking there. And then we've got 6 to 10 on Sunday, the Green Meadows Petting Farm Trail of Jack-o'-lanterns. That's happening from 6 to 10. Those are the photos from last year. Looks pretty cool. That looks like a great event as well. All right, coming soon. Again, all next week, we're going to be talking about the details of this. Cocktails and carbs. That benefits Hartley House. That is Friday, October 18th. And that is at the Delaplane. And you can purchase your tickets online, hartleyhouse.org. And then the 19th, it's Walk a Mile in Their Shoes, also benefiting Hartley House. That is happening down at Carroll Creek. 2 great events for one great organization. All right, save the date. You got the Color Rush coming up October 26th at 8 a.m. That is a benefit that TJ High School, a lot of their groups are getting together, and the money is all going to benefit the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund. Also on the 26th from 2 to 5 is Canines on the Creek, benefits FSK Lions Club. The 29th is the Junior Entrepreneur Pitch Competition. So if you've got some youngster, someone kindergarten through 12th grade in Frederick County who has a business, you're going to want to head to the city of Frederick, search for Junior Entrepreneur Pitch Competition. There is an application you must fill out, and I believe the original deadline on the website is today. However, I believe they've extended that through Wednesday. So you still have some time there. But if you've got a young person who started a business, maybe it's walking dogs, maybe it's mowing lawns, maybe it's making friendship bracelets and selling them, I encourage them to apply because it's going to be a lot of fun. They have the opportunity to win a portion of up to $5,000. So that's a good reason to do it too. And then November 2nd is the Second Chances Garage Road Rally and Visual Scavenger Hunt, which is a ton of fun. I've done that. I did that a few years ago. A lot of fun. If you've got younger kids, like I would say, 9 to 10 to 12 years old, they love this because they can spot things while you're driving, and that's a lot of fun too. All right, let's talk about who's doing good in our neighborhood and neighborhoods beyond. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Antietam World Travel Service. Why would you trust Antietam World Travel Service to coordinate your vacation? It's quite simple. They have relationships with suppliers that'll give you the best value and even some upgrades and perks you can't get on your own. And they'll monitor your bookings for unexpected schedule changes and let you know. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation. All right, I stopped by the fairgrounds to see Nick and Michelle yesterday and to get an update on their collection efforts. And here they are. Fairgrounds, we're in building 14A, facing Monroe. I'm with Nicholas Walker and Michele Payton from Pulling for Veterans. Wow. You guys have scrambled pretty quickly, and this is huge. Are you excited? What's happening?
Yes, I started with disaster relief in '89 with Hurricane Hugo.
Okay.
So I've been here. I've been to New York City for 9/11. I was down at Katrina in Ward 9. And when this one came about, we started working with American Legion down in Huntersville, North Carolina.
Okay.
So we have a point of contact.
Yeah. Which is very important. We keep telling people don't just drive down there and show up because they're not going to know what to do with you. You got to work with somebody local.
Right, and that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
One of the things we noticed that a lot of people saying that, FEMA's confiscating their belongings. What they're doing is we have people that we call self-deployed. We're loading it up and taking it down there, and they don't know where to go.
Right.
So FEMA is actually trying to direct them to where to go. They're not confiscating them. It's just they have boots on the ground and they know where to go.
Yeah.
So be kind to them as well, because they're trying to help as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So
now
it's
that they're down there, yeah, it's important that we don't interrupt what they're trying to do too.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a Frederick Strong event, Frederick County Strong. Right now we're at the warehouse. We've got 3 trailers in. We've emptied them. We're getting ready to deploy them back out to, I think we have 9 or 10 locations now for drop-offs. 13, thank you. Eventually on Friday, we'll be at the American Legion. We're partnering with them. We're going to have a money-thon, a telethon, so to speak.
Yeah, I talked about it this morning. So radiothon sort of thing that you set up with WFRE, WFMD, I think is going to be out there.
From 12 to 6.
Yeah, noon to 6. Yeah. And so what else can people do right now? What do you need right now?
We need volunteers. We still need donations. All of our drop spots are listed on our Facebook page, Pulling for Veterans. There's 13 different spots in Maryland, Lovettsville, and West Virginia that people can take their donations to. The list has changed a couple times on the request based on what they need down there, so pay attention to that as well.
Yeah.
But
of course, we'll take anything.
Yeah,
but
we
like
take
there are
anything.
specific things you guys are asking for,
winter,
like
winter
the cold
gear,
weather stuff.
cold weather gear, blankets, socks, boots, shoes.
Yeah.
Something I thought about this morning, all your extra glasses laying around our house that you don't wear anymore.
Yeah.
All the people that lost their eyeglasses even.
Yeah.
But we need volunteers this weekend to help us unload all the trailers as they're filled up, because some of them are filling up daily. So we have to bring them in, unload them, and as you see, sort everything, redeploy the trailers out to collect more donations and palletize.
Okay, so if somebody's ready to volunteer, what do they do?
They can just come to the fairgrounds this weekend. Building
14A. We'll be here from 9 a.m. on till at least 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. One of the things, if you have, we are taking horse trailers with hay, things like that. Reach out to your veterinarian, reach out to your local people. It means we are taking refrigerator trucks. We can also take medicine and medication down.
Oh.
So if the equine world wants to get us some of that, go ahead and bring that here. We're getting ready to bring a couple refrigerators in to keep everything cold until the refrigerator truck shows up, and then we'll transfer it onto there. If a farmer out there wants to donate a side of beef, cut it up, bring it on.
Yeah. You can take anything. You take anything at this point. You'll be hauling all that.
Food Pro is providing the refrigerator truck, one of them, for us, and they're going to be taking a ride with us next Friday.
Okay, so next Friday is
when
when
you're
going.
Right.
So
the last time here will be noon Wednesday.
Okay.
We should have everything ready to go on tractor trailers. And then 6:30 Friday morning, we deploy out of here, head down to Martinsburg, where we have another stop to pick up another refrigerator truck full with Travis is bringing a smoker.
Wow.
And then we head down the road.
Wow.
We're taking most of our Pulling for Veterans trailers full. We have 125 boxes of brand new clothes.
Wow.
That have been donated in, so we'll be transporting a lot of stuff down.
Yeah. Do you need drivers?
I think we're good with drivers, but we are still looking for drivers that have ATVs that they can haul in their own trailers to go down, because they need people with off-road vehicles to get to the remote areas in the mountains to take the supplies to them.
Yep.
So they're looking for reinforcements, and that can go with us as well. And we still need a confirmed CDL driver and/or someone with a tractor trailer that wants to chip in.
Because we've got so much, we're going to need another tractor trailer, maybe two.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy cow. All right.
Oh, it's a movement.
Yeah, it is a movement. I know. You guys have rallied the troops quite literally, and they've responded, which is awesome. We love this community.
Well, it's Frederick.
It is Frederick.
We expect no less.
Yeah.
After Saturday, all of the donations will be coming directly to the Frederick Fairgrounds in the Frederick area, except for the American Legion and Orioles Nest will still be accepting stuff until probably close the business on Monday.
Okay.
And then everything will come to the fairgrounds.
Okay. But I know you are updating social really well, and you've got all kinds of details on there. If there's one thing you want to say to the people of Frederick, what would that be right now?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. It's good. Awesome. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Get your donations. to the fairgrounds or any of those drop spots this weekend. If you can volunteer, reach out to Michelle. She'll take care of you. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Yes. All right. So that is the update. And things are changing. It is very fluid. That's why it's kind of all over the place. So just keep checking their Facebook page. It's just because they're getting word from other people and organizations on what needs to happen. All right, one more quick break, then we're back with Chiro Corner Straight Talk with Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. We've got Kevin and Nate from Fresh Squeezed Please, and Alex from Escape This and Level Up VR.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Join Hartley House on October 18th and 19th for 2 incredible events. Get your tickets for Cocktails and Carbs on Friday the 18th from 6 until 9 and plan to attend Walk a Mile in Their Shoes on the 19th at 10 a.m. in Baker Park. Your participation will help to end intimate partner violence. Details at hartleyhouse.org.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly art for shenanigans for all ages. Come sling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Yes. And A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are right here in Frederick. They specialize in roofing and siding. They can take care of all your windows. Right now is a good time to check out your windows because the cold weather is coming for sure. And if you can feel the cold weather right now in the night through your windows, it might be time to replace them. This is a good time to do it. They can also take care of your gutters. Again, with all the tree leaves and debris that happens, you want to keep your gutters free of clogging. And that's what these gutter guard things will do that they can install for you. Again, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement and $50 off any roof repairs. Call 301-703-2157. Email info@ansconstruction.net or visit the website ansconstruction.net. All right, Chiro Corner Straight Talk is coming right now. Thanks to the folks at Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. They have 2 offices. You can check them out online, Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. And let's hear what they've got to say today.
Does a chiropractor do on the first visit? In our office, when you come in, initially we'll sit down with you, go over your full health history, medical history, surgical, medications, all of that information. That way we get a good picture of what exactly is going on and how it's impacting your health. Then if we deem necessary, we'll move into exams. So we'll do some testing, orthopedic testing, neurological testing, and x-rays as well. That way we can visualize everything, make sure there's nothing that would contraindicate chiropractic care, and to see exactly where we need to treat. What does a chiropractor do before performing an adjustment? Before performing the first adjustment that we do with you, we'll go over a couple of things. So we'll let you know you're in charge. There's not going to be any surprises. We show you what it looks like, how it'll feel. When you say go ahead, then we'll do your adjustment. I know a lot of people are anxious and nervous, especially when we're doing some adjustments to their body. So we walk you through it. It's a gentle and easy process to go through. So that way we can make sure you're not nervous and you get a better adjustment that way. What does a chiropractor do for lower back pain? We're chiropractors. We're trained in chiropractic adjustments. So most likely we'll be performing adjustments if we feel like that is necessary. We may also prescribe exercises to help with any muscle imbalances. And what does a chiropractor do for neck pain? So similar to the lower back pain, we'll take a look at all of your exam findings, your x-rays, depending on how you present. We'll recommend either chiropractic adjustments, exercises, stretches. We may even recommend decompression therapy if you're having any kind of radiating pain. So those are some of the treatment options that we can do for neck pain. And what does a chiropractor do for headaches? So it depends what's causing the headache. A lot of times we'll see that if there's misalignments in the neck, that can cause headaches. It can also be caused by tight muscles in the neck. It could also be caused by other things like nutrition or dehydration. So I really need to dig a little deeper and find out what's causing the headache before we can treat it. But structurally, we take a look at if there's any degeneration in the neck or if there's lack of curvature in the neck. Those are two huge things that contribute towards neck pain that chiropractic care can help with. What does a chiropractor do for sciatica? Chiropractic care is amazing for sciatica, which is pain that goes down the back of the leg. So sometimes it's coming from either something pinching on the nerve coming from the low back. It could also be caused by tight muscle in the buttock region, your piriformis. So by working on loosening that muscle up, that can help alleviate the tension on the sciatic nerve. Also, chiropractic adjustments to the lumbar spine or low back can help to ease the tension on that sciatic nerve, which will in turn improve your ability to function and decrease that pain. What does a chiropractor do for neuropathy? Actually, here in the North office, we have what's called Kennedy decompression therapy. So that is a therapy that we use to help decompress the spine. You can use it on the neck, the low back to help take the pressure off of the nerves, and it helps to get nutrition or nutrients into the disc space. Also helps to take the pressure off of those nerves. Those are some therapies that we can do here for neuropathy. Also, if there's something like diabetic neuropathy, which is more like numbness in the feet, that's something that responds well to laser therapy, which we have over at the South office. And what does a chiropractor do for back pain? That's more generalized than just low back or neck pain, but we really dig deep to find out what's causing that back pain. Is it a muscle imbalance? Is it lack of mobility, flexibility? Is there degeneration leading to that back pain? But most likely we're going to be doing some adjustments to help improve range of motion, get motion through those joints. I always say motion is lotion, and then give you exercises. That way it can help to strengthen and stabilize all the muscles around the spine. That way we can decrease the low back pain. We have some more questions. Here we go. When chiropractors crack your back, it can go wrong, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know where actually needs to be adjusted. So that's why we do a very thorough examination and x-rays. That way we know exactly what bones need to move, where we need to move them. So that prevents us from doing any wrong. But if you go to another chiropractor that doesn't take x-rays, that's a possibility. So make sure you're getting x-rays. When chiropractor pulls leg, oh my gosh. Maybe if your leg falls off, which I hope that doesn't happen. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully your leg doesn't fall off. When chiropractors pull your neck. Yeah. So if that can be something that is, it can cause some discomfort, especially if you're unaware. So hopefully, we do a good job at walking you through all of your adjustments, especially if we're doing something like that. That can cause a lot of traction through the neck and upper back. A lot of patients love it. Some patients might not like it. Find out if it's for you. And then when chiropractic was invented, D.D. Palmer was a very interesting man. I don't think anything went wrong with when it was invented, but he was kind of out there when it comes to his philosophy and everything like that. So, but I'm glad that he started chiropractic, because I wouldn't be doing what I did today, and I wouldn't be able to help you guys out if he didn't start it.
All right. Want to thank Dr. Chris there at Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. If you have back pain, maybe you're just tight across the back, headaches, all of those sorts of things, go see them. I have gone and gotten a full evaluation to just see where I am. It's great for a blueprint, especially as you're getting older, to see what bones are not doing so great or any of that. They're so thorough, nice. They've got two great offices, one down near Crestwood and one up here near One Life Fitness right across the street. So in Market Square, I think it's called. So yeah, Clemson Corner, Market Square. I can't remember which is which, but yeah, I think it's Market Square, right across from One Life Fitness. Check them out. All the doctors are great. All the nurses and assistants are great up there, and the office is just wonderful. So if you need chiropractic care, that's where you need to go. All right. Have you heard of Fresh Squeezed Please? Well, they are the hot, supercharged lemonade stand that made a huge splash over the Frederick Fair. Well, I got to chat with Kevin and Nate from Fresh Squeeze Please, and I love the story about how this really got going. Pleasure of tasting the deliciousness in a cup at the Frederick Fair from these gentlemen. I've got Kevin and Nate from Fresh Squeezed Please, a father-son business. You guys were rocking it at the fair. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm very, very good. Let me just ask you, first of all, who came up with the idea for these concoctions that you guys are making?
He knows that story best.
And how did you figure this out?
Well, this thing all started with Kevin wanting to make some money and get a job. And he had a hard schedule with trying to do baseball, trying to do football, trying to do the different sports, and wrestling was the main one that he was in at the time. But trying to figure a schedule out and give any type of real job a schedule was hard. And so his mother is the one that is the real creator of all of this. Just decided that, you know what, let's go ahead and start something for him. We're already doing different things. We do different shows with the market that she's already doing. And so we decided that let's bring him along to one of the markets. She decided, let's do some lemonade. And honestly, it has just fastly evolved from there. It really has. It has just really streamlined, and it's been such a fun ride and a really good time. We enjoy making lemonades, but we all create them. If we're being honest on that point, we ordered a whole bunch of different flavors, and we started putting things together, this, that, and the other, being mad scientist in the kitchen. And he's had some fun creating different ones. I've had some fun creating names for different ones, and my wife has definitely had some fun creating names for him. So definitely a fun time, and a lot of lemonade was tasted.
Yeah, for sure. So there's a few things, because you covered so much there. First of all, I want to back up and say, what a blessing for a family to rally around a teenager to figure it out, to make it work. I think it's awesome. You want to make money and you want to try to work, and you still want to be a kid and have fun at school and do your sports. I mean, I think what a perfect answer to kind of that. It's difficult. It's difficult for kids who play sports to work a job and try to make it all happen. So first, I would like to say kudos to you guys for figuring it out and making it work. So, and I love the fact that this is a family affair. Certainly, I love the fact that it's a father-son that was out there hustling when I was out at the fair. I think that is amazing as well. What memories and experiences you guys are making. But getting to the lemonade, I am telling you, and this is not just because we are chatting, that was the best lemonade I had ever had. I am telling you right now, let me tell you why. It was not overly sweet on any of them. Even so, I had I keep calling it the prickly pear, but what was it called? The
pear.
Yeah. So that's what I had. My daughter had, I thought it was the Barbie, but it was like a blueberry lemonade, blueberry something.
You might have did the blue raspberry.
Maybe blue raspberry. With it had a ring pop on top.
The bomb pop.
Okay. So that was hers. And my mom had the dreamsicle or the orange creamsicle or whatever that was. Mm-hmm. I tasted them all, and it never puckered my mouth. Like I was never, and you know how sometimes when you get fresh squeezed lemonade, that's just the lemonade. It's makes you thirstier almost. Mm-hmm. This did not. So I don't know what you guys are doing. I really am just fascinated by the different flavorings that you guys are adding to this. I had the fresh fruit on top, the pineapple, very nice touch. And it's a lot. What, 32 ounce, right?
It's a 32 ounce.
32 ounce. Yeah.
Now we put a large amount in there to make that flavoring and everything all coincide and work together. That's kind of the perfect match and the perfect mix to get what we were looking for as far as that taste, where it's not overly sweet. You don't have to use as much sugar. You can use some flavor in there. But it also worked perfect for us to be able to put it in a cup and shake them as you.
Oh yeah, it's a show. It's a show. Yeah, I love it. All right. So when did you guys start this business?
It was right around the same fair time, so about like over a year now.
Okay. Well, somehow you guys have just exploded because now I see you everywhere. So when you were saying earlier, like you were just doing the farmers markets and things like that, do you feel like something kicked in where this, or have you changed what you're doing at all?
Let me tell you, this has been a fun process in the fact of the people that we are serving, the people that have got a lemonade from us, the people that have supported and come to our stands, no matter what market it's been at, they have stuck with us. And that is kind of where the ball has been rolling, is really the people that have enjoyed us as a family, have enjoyed us shaking up lemonades for them, having conversation with them. But it's really the people. It is the people that have stuck with us and come back week after week. And this really started with one market, and it was fun to get into. We started at a Middletown market, and the Middletown market allowed us to come in there and start. And with that, it led to this person saying, "Oh my gosh, I need you to come to this market," and then this person needs you to come to our market. And we go and we stop at these markets, and then it turned into, you know what? We've got a lot of people requesting us to do private things. So let's evolve this. Let's do private events. Let's do corporates, and let's do actual birthday parties and go and shake them up for kids and family and friends and neighbors. It's just, like I said, it's a streamlined train that is really been going great. We enjoy it. It's a lot of work doing fairs and markets and breaking down and setting up, but so worth it to see the smiles on the faces of all the people that we get to serve. And we like to call them fans. And it's us being fans of them. It's us knowing and seeing them coming back and enjoying us, that we know that we're doing something right and we want to keep it going. And we appreciate all the support. Definitely.
Yeah. Is this your side gig, or is this now, are you doing this full time?
Because it is a lot. You're right. No. So me and my wife, we're full time. Both doing our own full time careers.
Very good.
I pulled back from mine a little bit, and I went into part time because this is picked up. I've been able to pull back, and so now I am part time at what I do as a career, and I am helping him grow this thing. And I tell you how surprised and how awesome it is to see when I can come late to a fair and there's a line of people and hear all the compliments of how this guy gets it done.
Yeah.
Gets the line knocked out. He's doing 2 and 3 at a time.
It makes you very proud as a parent, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Heck yeah. I think you guys are onto something here. So I really feel like, this could be really, really big. I mean, I think, again, it's a twist on something simple, simplistic, but you're doing it in such a way that makes it kind of like you're saying, it's like a little show. You guys, your personalities were amazing, even though you were in the weeds and stuff was flying everywhere. I think that figuring out that process and working through it. And I did see you guys post all the pictures, which is just phenomenal in the midst of everything else. Being able to do that, having the foresight to stop and talk to people and while you're working. I don't know. I was blown away by the whole experience. I think it was tasty as well on top of things, which makes it even better. that it's enjoyable. And I do think you have a whole opportunity here that I'm sure is probably reveling through your brain all the time. But yeah, I think it's really great. What school do you go to?
So I had graduated from Oakdale High School this year. So right now I'm not in school, but I will be starting college in January 2nd.
We are so excited to watch what is next for you guys. So I'm assuming people can just go on your Facebook page or.
Yes, we do have Instagram and Facebook at Fresh Squeeze Please. If you go there, you can follow us. You can also definitely give a like, and we'll post where we're going to be at. And speaking of posting and doing pictures and things like that, huge shout out to Erin. That is my wife. She is the one that at the end of running a fair all day long stays up extra late and does different little posts and little thank yous and goes on and likes and loves and all those different things that go along with trying to evolve this business for us. So huge shout out to her. I know she's not in the picture at the moment, but want her to know
she wanted to leave this to you guys, but we know that there are three of you who are busy busting yourselves to get this done, and yeah, we really look forward to seeing what happens next and wish you guys all the best.
Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you. Appreciate you coming and getting the lemonade. I know you enjoyed it. Appreciate it so much.
I did. All right. Just amazing is that family. I love how he gave his wife props. You get big thumbs up for that. That's awesome. So check out Fresh Squeezed Please and find out where they are next. All right, Alex has a thriving business with Escape This on Northeast Street. And when a shop vacancy came up next door, he decided to take it and bring a new VR experience, virtual reality, to Frederick. And we all tried it out. It was so fun. But here's Alex. I'm on East Street at Escape This with Alex, the owner and founder, and brand new is Lvlup VR. So my family and I just finished this with Shannon and Tara. The best. That was exactly what I was hoping it would be.
Yes.
It was interactive. We played together. So fun. So Mama Cone all the way to me and Ash, and Tara and Shannon had a great time.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys coming out. I think that when people try it is when they realize how much fun it is, what kind of a social activity it is. It's not just one person playing a game, it's a whole entire group playing a game.
Definitely a social together thing. I felt that. So first of all, let's kind of go back. Escape This, 7 years. You guys have been here on East Street.
Yep, 7 years. 7 years ago, we created Escape This. It's been going great. The support that we have gotten from the community of Frederick and the towns around has been great. We love having business here because people here in Frederick are so supportive of small business and local businesses. So we are happy to open up Lvlup now here. So that's our second business, and it has to do with entertainment, and it's also another social gathering group venue. So we'll see how that goes, but we believe it's going to be really popular after people start getting the word around.
For sure. And I'm gonna share some of the videos. I'm sure it's gonna be great. So with Lvlup, there's one play area right now. So how does that get booked? Is that on an hourly basis? How does that happen?
So when you go on our webpage to book, we have two different VR experiences. One of them is VR escape rooms. Each one of those are around 45 to 50 minutes long. So that would be one. And it's the same cost as a regular escape room. It's $35 a person for that experience. And if you wanted to do VR games, we have 7 different VR games. Each game is around 10 to 12 to 13 minutes long. And you can play 4 games in one session, which is usually around 45 to 50 minutes also. And it's the same price, $35 a person. We have 9 virtual reality escape rooms that you can play. It's really fun, from easy to hard.
Yeah. We loved I think we played the zombie one a couple of times where we were shooting bows and arrows, and then we had some gun ones with the zombies. That was fun.
Yep.
I really do think it's funny because obviously you can see each other, which is great because you kind of know where you are according to each other, and you're talking to each other, you know, saying, oh, behind you, to the left, to the right. Really fun.
Yeah, so it's very social, like I mentioned before. It's very interactive, and you have to play together to solve the missions of the escape rooms or to combat against the zombies. You have to just work together, and you see each other's inside the game as avatars, so you can actually pass a gun from one person to another. And it's a lot of strategy and working together to try to beat the games.
What age group would you recommend for the VR?
Okay, so we it's the same as in the escape rooms. We recommend 10 and above. But we've had 8 and 9-year-olds play, and as long as the equipment fits them and they know how to use the equipment, we should be okay. But we recommend 10 and above because we feel that that age is big enough to use the equipment and also has the capacity to play the games and solve the puzzles and stuff like that. So,
really, really fun. What are the hours for Lvlup?
So we're open 7 days a week, just like at Escape This. During the week, we are open from 1 to 8 in the afternoon. Fridays, we close at 10. And Saturdays, we are open from 11 to 10 o'clock at night. And Sundays, 12 to 7.
Yeah, very good. You got to get your family, your friends out here. I'm telling you, do it now before it takes off and you can't book any time in it. I think that's what's going to happen really quickly because it's a ton of fun. And right on East Street, it is in the shopping center with Oscars. If you haven't been to Escape This, you could do a twofer. Come do an escape room and then go shoot some zombies or vice versa. We really appreciate tonight. We had a great time. And I can't wait to hear Mama Cone's response to how she had to go. She leveled up in the end. Yeah, she did pretty well. But thank you so much for bringing this to Frederick. We love having you as a part of our community. And we will see you guys next time. I am telling you, that's the most fun I've had in a long time at something like that. You got to go. Lvlup. Amazing fun. And Mama Cone, it was quite funny because I don't know why this happened, but when in her avatar, she looked like a hobbit. She was like 3 feet tall. I don't know why. It was very fun, but she shot some zombies at the end and got some kills, and it was really, really a lot of fun. You got to check it out. All right, coming up on Monday, Possum Pets. We've got Trending Stories with Danny and Marco, and Chris Haw, good friend and knower of history. Like Frederick, you could not believe the history this man knows, and I'm proud to call him my friend and can't wait to introduce you to him if you don't know who he is. All right, tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing day, a great weekend, and let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick.
From downtown streets to